Well, my dear children, welcome to online English class. Yesterday, the last chapter of half yearly examination, that is making of a scientist. After completion of that story, we will revise the syllabus for the half yearly examination. We have discussed the story till page number 54. Now the next paragraph. To start, get ready. Ebright. Mr. Ebright was in 7th grade at the time. When he was in 7th grade, he got a hint of what real science is. How? When he entered a country science fair, where a lot of the projects were on display, where he could not make. So it was really a sad feeling to sit there, not get anything, while everybody else won something. Why Ebright could not win any prize in the science fair? Because his entry was also slides for fly fox chiefs. He projected only the slide show, frog tissue, which he showed under the microscope. There he realized that this is not the real science. There he realized that this is not the real science. What was the real science? That winner had to try to do the real experience. If he wants to win something, he need to explore the real science, the world of real science. Then only he could be a winner. Real experiment, simple make a neat display. Though he could not win any prize, but Ebright was a very competitive boy. He was a man of a competitive nature. He was a boy of competitive nature. The competitive spirit that drives Richard Ebright was appearing. He knew that for the next year fair, he would have to do a real experiment. The subject he knew most about was the insect work being done on the past years. So he decided to write to Mr. Dr. Urquhart for what he has written, to get in some idea. He wants some guidance, some idea about the real science that was rich. Came back a stack of the suggestions for experiments. The later were answered, and Dr. Urquhart answered him with a handful of suggestions, series of a stack, just means a lot of experiments. Those experiments kept Everett busy all through high school and led to prize projection in country international science. So here Dr. Urquhart was a very helpful. His answer, his suggestions, stack full of suggestion, handful of suggestion, a lot of suggestions regarding the experiment. Given a chance, given a chance to win a prize for the Everett. Already for his 8th grade project, Everett tried to find the cause of viral disease. The viral disease that kills the monarch caterpillar every year. This was a difficult project that he has taken in class 8. Everett thought that the viral disease might be carried by a beetle. There he tried to raising caterpillars in the presence of beetle. But he did not get any real result. He went ahead and showed that he had tried the experiment. This time he won. The next year, his science project was testing the theory. What theory he was testing? That viceroy butterfly copy monarch's butterfly. Viceroy. The theory was that viceroys took like monarch because monarch don't taste good to birds. Viceroy on the other hand do taste good to the birds. So the more they look like monarch, the less likely they are to become a bird's team. Here, the theory of viceroy and monarch was a challenge. Here, Everett's project was to see whether in fact bird would eat monarchs. He found that a starling would got to eat ordinary bird's food. That a starling would eat all the monarch it could get. So Everett said later in research showed that the viceroys probably to copy the monarch. This very project, theory of viceroy and monarch, was placed first in the zoology division and third overall in the country science fair. Third, in the second year in his high school, Richard Everett began to research that led his discovery of an unknown insect hormone. What was that? It also led to his new theory of the life of cell. The question, the question Ebright tried to answer was simple. What was the question? The question was that what is the purpose of the 12 teeny gold spots of the monarch's pupa? This was the question. What is the purpose of the 12 teeny gold spots? The 12 teeny gold spots, what is the purpose on the monarch pupa? This was the question that he wants to answer. Everyone assumed the spots were just ornamental. Everybody assumed, the other scientists in the field were in opinion that it is just simply for ornamental purpose. Ebright said, but Dr. Urhat didn't believe it. To find the answer, Ebright and another excellent scientist, science student, they built a device that showed that the spots, the gold spots, were producing hormones necessary for butterfly for the full development. It was not only for decorative purpose. It was helping producing hormones for the development of the butterfly. This very project won Ebright first prize in the country fair and entry in the International Science of Engineering Fair. Here you see the question that Ebright wanted to answer. What is the purpose of the 12 teeny gold spot on a monarch? What he proved? These gold teeny spots were producing a hormones necessary for the butterfly's full development. And this very theory won him the first international recognition. There he won third place for geology. There he got third place for the geology. He also got a chance to work during the summer at the entomology laboratory of the Walter Reed Army Institute of Research. As a high school junior, Richard Ebright continued his advanced experiments on the monarch pupa. That year was his project won first place at the International Science Fair and gave him another chance to work in army laboratory during the summer. In the senior year, he went a step further. He grew cells from a monarch wing in a culture and showed that the cell would divide it and develop into the normal butterflies. What he did in the senior, he grew a cell. Cell from what? Monarch's wing. And showed that the cell would divide and develop into the normal butterfly wings. Scales only if they were fed the hormones from the gold spots. From that gold spot, if they were fed That project won first place for geology at the international field.